Good morning, Heights family. I hope you watched the Be Proactive video and you learned that you are in charge of your choices. I hope you thought of different ways to not be bored and that you thought of activities that you enjoy. Today, we will use our knowledge of being proactive to build upon. Today's lesson is Habit 2, and it's called Begin with the End in Mind. Beginning with the end in mind means to think about how you would like something to turn out before you get started. It means that you should have a plan. Reading a recipe before cooking or looking at a map before leaving on a trip is beginning with the end in mind. For second graders, a good example is that of a jigsaw puzzle. Before doing a puzzle, you look at the cover of the box. You have a plan of how those pieces will fit and what the picture will look like. You are beginning with the end in mind. While I read the story today, I want you to notice how Goob and Jumper spend their money. So we're going to start with the 7 Habits of Happy Kids, and we're actually going to learn about the second story today. Okay. I am going to get into the words because this story is called Goob and the Bug Collecting Kit. Goob was walking by Toodle's toy store when he saw a bug collecting kit in the window. It was on sale for $4. Wow, said Goob. I've wanted a kit like that for a long time, but I don't have $4. I need to earn it. I need to come up with a plan. Goob went home and wrote out a list. And you can kind of see his list. Just then, Jumper stopped by. What's that, Goob? I'm making a list of things I want to do, said Goob. Wow, can I be a part of your game plan? Asked Jumper. Sure, said Goob. I have a great idea. Let's sell lemonade. It's really hot out and folks will want a cold drink. That afternoon, Goob and Jumper set up their lemonade stand. Sammy and Sophie were the first to stop by. Lemonade, said Sammy. I'll buy a cup. Me too, said Sophie. This heat is oppressive. Goob and Jumper looked at each other. I have no idea what you just said Jumper. Hot, said Sophie. It's really hot. And look, you can tell she's hot because of the sweat dripping down. Next, Lily Skunk and Tagalong Alley stopped by. I'll buy a cup for Tagalong Alley and 2 cups for me, said Lily. And then Allie and I are going to my house to color. Isn't that right, Allie? White, said Allie. After a few hours, Goob and Jumper had sold all their lemonade. They had made $20. Wow, we're rich, said Goob. Let's divide it up. Here's $10 for you and $10 for me. And there's a picture of them. Home run, said Jumper. I know just what I'm going to spend my money on. And off he ran to Toodle's toy store. Jumper bought 2 candy bars, some bubble gum, and a bag of popcorn, which he ate right away. Uh-oh. He then got himself a cheap yo-yo, which broke after 3 tries, and a small squirt gun, which he lost on his way home. Meanwhile, Goob went home and read over his list. He put $1 in a jar for savings. Next, He went to Toodles and bought the bug collecting kit for $4. He spent $2 on a little mirror for Tagalong Alley's birthday present. On his way home, he stopped at Penny's place and bought himself a slice of honey pizza for $1. He still had $2 left to go to a movie. As Goob was walking along, Jumper caught up to him. "Where you headed, Goob?" he asked. "To the movies," said Goob. "I wish I could go," said Jumper with a sigh, "but I've spent all my money." "On what?" asked Goob. "Lots of stuff," said Jumper. "My money just kind of disappeared." "You should have planned ahead," said Goob. "I was able to get everything on my list." Jumper's ears and whiskers dropped. "I guess I dropped the ball," he said. "Don't let it bug you," said Goob. "Now you know what to do next time." "Aw, you're smart," said Jumper. "Have fun at the movie." "You can have fun too," said Goob. "I have $2 left, enough for both of us to go to the dollar movie. The Giant Spider Eats the Blob is showing. Come on, let's go." And there's them going to the movie. Wow, that was a great story to learn about having a plan. Did you notice how Goob and Jumper spent their money? Who do you think spent their money in a better way, and why? Great. I also think Goob spent his money better because he had a plan. Jumper spent his money in a hurry, and then those things got lost or broke. When planning ahead, whether it be with money, in school, or in life, it always leads to good things, including being in a better position to help others. Because Goob had a plan, he was able to invite Jumper to the movies because he had an extra buck in hand. I know that writing down my goals is important for me so that I can remind myself of what I want to do. I'm thinking with the end in mind and coming up with a plan. My challenge for you this week is that I want you to write down 3 goals of what you want to do. We all have something we could get better at. Some ideas could include brushing our teeth at night or laying out our clothes for the next day. Maybe your goal is to be an astronaut when you grow up or start a lemonade stand. You just have to do it a little later in the summer. Whatever your goals, write down 3 and share them with a family member. Make sure to put the paper somewhere you can see it and remind yourself of these goals. I hope I have inspired you to think about the end goal of what you want. Starting with a plan always leads to good things. Stay safe and stay home. We miss you. Bye.